excellent. I agree with that, Crystal. Yogi teas are excellent. So, Troth, Kroger tea, sugar tea. All right, moving right along. Here we go. So the next thing is the tantrum. Okay, I don't need no paper for that. I don't need to write it. The tantrum for the day is homeschool hell. Hell. Homeschool from hell. Jesus Christ. Homeschool hell. Good God Almighty. Do any of you have children at your house that are now virtual students who were not virtual students before? I just want to know. I'm telling y'all, this whole homeschooling thing, and y'all know I'm a teacher by profession, but I'm not in the classroom no more. I left for a reason. For a reason. Okay. This whole hosting kids at home, this is a bigger job for me. And God is my witness. I ain't lying. Hosting the kids at home has become a bigger job for me than it was when I was in the classroom teaching kids. Is that crazy or what? I know y'all hearing stuff about it. Whatever you're hearing, but I want to talk about that. Tell me what you're hearing about it. But I have 3 students that are now home, right? So last time, right before the school year was out, when they kicked everybody out and said, no, we can't do it, send them home. That was a little different. It was a little different because I'm going to tell you why it was different, I think. Okay, Tracy said she got it, but hers ain't hell. It's not hell because she got a 16-year-old. He better handle his business. Okay, so when they came out the end last year, they knew they didn't know what they were doing. They knew we didn't know what they were doing. So nobody was trying to hold anybody really accountable because it was just a mess. And everybody knew, nobody knows what they're doing right now. But what's going on now, honestly, I think is now they should know what they're doing. At least they feel like they should know what they're doing. I don't think there's enough time for them to know what they're doing anyway. But they feel like they should know what they're doing. And they feel like people will feel like they should know what they're doing. So now it's different. The pressure is on. So I'm telling you that I have 2 that are in junior high school. The number of emails that come to me, and I got 3 total. The number of emails. I'm logged in on my job account. This is Sunny. Oh, hey, Sunny, what's going on? The number of emails that come to me for 3 children are absolutely ridiculous. But I do understand that they don't have another way to communicate with us. I know that. But it does not make 150 emails too many in 3 days, because that's what it feels like. And it may be 150, but mind you, I have junior high school students and I have high school students, so they have more than one teacher. They have 4 or 5 teachers apiece. So if every teacher is emailing, and the secretary is emailing, and the principal is emailing, and the assistant principal is emailing, and the school maintenance man is emailing, and the librarian is emailing, and the lunch lady is emailing, they don't even eat lunch at school no more. That's too many fucking emails. How in the world keep that shit straight? It's impossible to keep straight. Everybody and their mama is sending emails all day, every day. I can't even fathom what the hell is going on. And then when they send the emails, they're only good for the day, because the next day they done figured out they messed up something, so they got to send something else back. Just forget what we said. This is all new. What? And then on top of that, the system of teaching online, if they're not online teachers or they haven't been online teachers, this is new for them. They don't know how to do this. So to do this, they want you to think they know how to do it. But what they don't know or don't understand is, I do know that there's a different platform for online teachers than there are for brick and mortar teachers. It's completely different, because I am certified as an online teacher. But that I just received over the past year, right? The 2-year program. And I know that it's different than brick and mortar. You got to learn the systems. You got to know the systems. They ain't learned that shit over the summer. And since they haven't learned it, they come back to school having to do it and act like they know what they're doing, but they clearly don't know what they're doing. So they sending you everywhere. After they send all the emails, the kids are going 25 places looking for links because they're not in a consistent spot like they should be, right? And so the kids are frustrated. I'm frustrated because I can't do any work outside of managing my children because I don't want them to fail. And I know that it's too much of a system for them to carry. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, so Sonny said they don't know what they're doing and they had enough time. He said they had enough time, specifically at the state level. How come an educational institution in the 21st century don't have a remote system plan, whether they use it or not? That's a very good point. That's a very good point. That's a very good point, Sonny. Crystal says, damn, well, I'm grateful my mother and I have a class of 8. That is 4-year-olds and under in our home children now. And teaching for us is a breeze. Well, you better thank God for it, because most of us are not. Welcome everyone who's coming in. Welcome. Most of us are not having that experience. It's horrible. Sonny, I think you're right. They should have had a plan. I'm gonna tell you, another teacher friend of mine said just recently. She said they don't give a fuck about what's going on in the public school because their kids don't go to public school. I hadn't thought about it like that. She said those in power don't give a fuck about what's going on in the public school. She said that's why it's all fucked up and jacked up. They don't care. They act like they care. They playing that game like they care. But if they really cared, we wouldn't be having this, because it wouldn't be happening in the public schools where their children go. That's for damn sure. Okay, so Gwen said you're on YouTube on TV. Is it working there? Are you getting a clear picture and a clear sound? Gwen, let Creative Crystal said, Tracy said that part. She said they're not passionate enough. Right. Playing mind games like they've been doing forever, ever and a day. Playing mind games. So I mean, I'm just about ready to pull my kids out. The only thing is, if I pull them out, what am I do? I'm gonna have to homeschool. I left the classroom for a reason, because I wanted to do something else. I wanted to, to grow, to move, into something different. So I'm thinking of two things. Either I'm gonna pull them out and homeschool myself, or the other option would be to put them in K12.com. And I say that because I know they have that under their belt. They already got the system figured out. And the reason I know it is because I taught for K12.com when I first moved back to Michigan for a year. So I know they got it. Also, when my son came from Ghana, he .com for a year. So I saw it on both sides. I saw it as a parent and I saw it as a teacher. So I know that they have systems in place, and I hate to do that. I hate to think about it because, there's the local schools, and I really like the schools they go to, or at least one of them, but I don't need the headache. I'm telling you, every day, it's like it's a headache. Tracy said, but how do they feel, Vicki? The same way, Trace, the same way. They feel the same way, because when my oldest daughter do most of her stuff upstairs in her room. When she come down, I can see it in her eyes. It's just confusion. And she is the type that most of y'all, or some of y'all know Zoe. She will handle her own. She can do that. She's very responsible. I don't have to worry about that. But when she come and her eyes look crazy, she looking cross-eyed and just kind of shaking her head, and she's not saying a whole lot to me because she know I got a lot on my plate. So then I had to just kind of stop and wait. I have to just kind of stop and wait a minute, because sometimes I don't want to be out like the woman was in Cuties, right? Don't know what the hell is going on because she's so wrapped up in her own thing, right? So I'll have to stop and I'll just put everything and I say, how's it going? And she said, I didn't want to worry you, Mom, but I got too many. I can't. It's too many. I don't. It's too many emails. I'm confused. It's just too much. And then and this Lala said, "Hey, Zoe." So Tracy said the teachers are slick through letting class and in 10 minutes early. Oh, yeah. My kids are getting a lot of that too. Miss Corey said, "Hey, baby, too, Ray." So that's been her confusion. Now the other piece is she also is she's going to the technical program this year. So that's the other piece for her because the technical, she's going to the culinary arts program. So she was really looking forward to this. But because of all of this, they done said they're going to do culinary arts online. So they watching them make food from the video. They at the video watching them make. And them too, it's new for them. They've never done it before. So it's a barrage of emails all the time with information that is ever changing. Saiwa is really struggling because I think her teacher is more mixed up than any of them put together. Honestly, one of them, her home teacher, because I'm sitting here listening to what's going on. I'm listening to it, and so I hear it, and it's just crazy. Okay, so I'm this is a tantrum, of course. What do y'all have to say? I heard from Sunny, and I heard from Tracy. What else y'all got to say about what are you hearing? What are you feeling about homeschool? Even if you don't have children, I know if you have friends that have children, I know you heard about it. I know you have, because we can't help it. It become conversation everywhere we go. Zoe, can you give me some more hot water, please? Can you put some more hot water in my cup? Okay, so I see two coming in. Sunny says, we just did a culinary arts program, but the kids got food kits delivered and followed along with an instructor. I asked her that. And this is OTEC. Sunny said, you know what OTEC is? Well, they call it OSEC now, but it's the same building. It's NeoVec. Damn it. I asked Zoe, I said, are they going to deliver food kits to the house? She said, huh? I said, it seemed like, I know that, thank you. I know that when anybody I knew went to NeoVec, is it hot? Somebody turned it off.
Yeah, me. I thought you was trying to burn it out.
I was trying to keep it warm for when I wanted it. That's okay.
I know that.
And you wouldn't. That's okay. So I said, when you were in NeoVec, anybody I know in the culinary arts program, they always cooked. And April, you would know this, I'm sure. They always cooked at the school. So if you're not at the school, damn it, they'll send HelloFresh, a box of HelloFresh to your house a day. I mean, they can't send. I don't understand how they know that how they know that I'm gonna go and buy what you need to do that. Because I know that they got a budget for food that should be in that school. Yeah, I'm gonna ask them that. They think they're slick. Their asses ain't slick. Okay, so April said, mine are doing virtual academy. It is pretty well structured, but my 12-year-old has an IEP, so he uses a speech therapist. Okay, but if it's working well, that's awesome. That's awesome. It ain't working well over here. Even this with the speech therapist, he does well, April. Okay, so Tracy said, twisted my college son, didn't go back after freshman year. He said, I didn't sign up for this. I need to be in a class. Yeah, it's different. Oh, that's Tracy talking to Lala. And she's in art school. Okay, Tracy said, my younger son is on IEP. They better keep up on his services. Yeah, that would be concerning me too. I'd be very concerned about that because it's hard to keep up on them when they have IEP and they're going to brick and mortar. So I would just because how are they gonna keep up his services? What if they have manipulatives and stuff like that? They have to do with their hands and that kind of thing. Are they going to do they send kids to see? That's the other thing I noticed about K-12. But riddle me this. You all who have children that are in a new virtual academy that became a virtual academy, did you receive kits? Because that's what I noticed with K-12. K-12 would send out kits to every family. When I say kits, I mean them boxes would be coming and coming and coming. I was like, where we gonna put all this shit? I mean, kits. So it would be a computer and a printer and a box of books and a whole box of 2 boxes of science materials and I mean stuff. My kids got a computer and it looked janky, honestly. They got a computer and I think they got 2 books and some pencils and pens from their new virtual academy, which I think is quite interesting. So tell me that. Did you all get kits with your new virtual academies, or did they get the package that we got? We got ain't no damn ish. You pay for all this. The cheapest computer ever. Millicent, is it a bit much, my dear? Is it see? I thought it was just me. That's a little Chromebook. First of all, Chromebooks don't cost you nothing. I was like, y'all can't get a new Chromebook, really? Because they don't cost nothing. Because if you go to the store, you can get a Chromebook for less than $200, $150, and that's just you buying one of them. So if you buying them in bulk, they probably getting them jokers for $30. You couldn't get a new what? Let's say F them kids. And it ain't Bluetooth enabled. See, that don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense. Okay, let me see. April said they're still trying to figure out how to accommodate. See, I read something yesterday that said that they are expecting across the world 23 million kids to drop out of school as a result of the pandemic because of this virtual learning stuff. 23 million. Can you imagine that? I feel so sorry for Gary, Indiana. This is Lala. She said they barely taught these kids. Now they struggle because they don't know any of this stuff. Plus, now they really have to do way more work than they're used to. It's crazy. And Millie said she got 2. Right. Millie said I got 3. And this is what I think about. 2 things that I think about quite often when I'm frustrated myself. Don't make me feel no better, but y'all do me a favor and share the video link. I really want to build my platform. Y'all help me, please. Help me by just sharing the link and inviting somebody on. Please, please, please. I think about 2 things. One thing is, what about the parents? And some of y'all know this already. What about the parents who have to go and punch a clock, a 9 to 5 every day? If you that parent, you cannot be reading fucking emails all day long outside of your job. I am fortunate enough to work from home and I can't read them. It's too much because I can't manage all of that and manage my life too. It's impossible to do that. I'm trying to run my own business. How am I gonna do that and run your business? I'm like, shit, I got to run your business and my business. But you ain't paying me to run your business. You just working my nerve, right? So that's one thing that I think about. And then I think about 2 more things. What about the parent who is not computer literate at all? Everybody ain't in the computers. So if they're not, how the hell can they help a child who need help? And a lot of them will need help because all of this shit is new. So what about the parent they can't help? They don't have the capacity to help. Okay, and what about those, thank you, baby, who are second language language English speakers, and their parents don't even speak English? What about them? How are they going to help? How many kids are just going to be looking at the computer glazed out, acting like they're doing work and they're really not? When the parents going to find out they done dropped out? If they don't speak English, when they going to find out? This shit is bigger than we think. It's bigger than we think. Okay, Tracy said, mine was first to drop out. Right. Creative Crystal said, what about kids who don't have internet? What exactly? And how are they learning? Right. And that internet, my understanding is that internet essentials is bullshit. Because I've been in some meetings with parents where they're saying, I got 3 kids in the house. The speed ain't fast enough. Or I got 4 kids. The speed ain't fast enough. So it's just bullshit all the way around. Okay, Crystal said that part. All parents can't even use a computer, and not some, even my age. Absolutely. That's why we predicted a dropout rate. That's right. Exactly. Let me go over here. So on YouTube, Millicent said, F them kids, you're so stupid. Okay, so she said, Gwendolyn said, I don't believe that's what was taught in school could ever be taught at home by children nor their parents. That's true too. If you get your GED, you can at least take a college course at the local community college for free. That's true. 2020 dropout. You so silly. That's true though. I mean, that's going to be the reality. She said, I blocked the school. I don't blame you. Because I'm gonna tell you this. My our principal sends out a like a weekly, update. It's audible, and she sends it by phone like every week. I've been so inundated with emails. I can't even listen to I can't listen to them. I cannot listen to them because I'm already fed up with school by the time that message comes. I used to always put it down on work and I put it on speaker so I can listen to it on work. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's like pouring water in a glass is full. I can't do it, which does not mean I'm not missing out on information that I know I need. I'm missing out on everything, but I can't do that too. Too much. All right. Gwendolyn said, as a parent, if a parent says laptop, send that child. She said, if a parent says laptop, LABTOP, send that child back to school. Right. That part. They should have canceled. Girl, April said they should have canceled the school year. I told my kids the other day, I said they need to take this whole motherfucker and roll it up and kick this shit out the door. Just roll it up like a blunt and kick it out the door. Just get rid of it. Or roll it up and smoke it. They need to roll it up and get rid of it. I'm telling you. Just get rid of it. And Millicent says she don't have to go in the office. She will be starting Monday. This shit ain't no. It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. Okay, April 4th says, so what if the kids graduate a year later than expected? Yeah. I agree. Why don't we just chuck it up? Just take one for the team. Everybody go home. Go home and relax. I think so too, because here's the thing. It's happening all over the world. So the whole world can just step back a year and let us figure this shit out. Sonny said, Millie Gunn, is that Dippy? I'll let y'all handle that one. Okay, Crystal said, laugh out loud. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so okay, we are way over our time, but that's okay. Listen, do me a favor as we are preparing for the last topic. Please, that is our tantrum. That was my tantrum. Listen, don't forget this. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. I have a new email. I'm gonna put it in here real quick. If you have a topic that you would like to talk about, whether it's a topic, it's tantrum, or a little bit of tea, send it to VBTray, info@vbtray.live. Info@vbtray.live. Send the information there and then we'll use it. If I use your topic or your tantrum or your tea in the show, then I'll give you something. Like for instance, and Tracy, this is what I was going to give you. And you just said you didn't like tea. So I'm not going to give you that. I had to find something else for you. But I will share now what I am drinking. So I am drinking Tivana. Let me pull it back so you can see it. So I'm drinking Tivana. And this one is this one is really good. Okay, it's really good. I got this one today. I'm gonna tell you what's in it. First of all, it's one of those real the little cutesy ones with the pyramid bags, one of those little cutesy ones. But it's it smells so good. Let me tell you what's in it. First of all, the name of it is Youthberry. All right, so it's called Youthberry. And there are 20 tea bags in here. No, 15. But I'm going to tell you what's in it. I got to look over my glasses because my eyes are getting aged. So it says a citrus white tea blended with bright pops of tropical flavor featuring mango, orange, hibiscus, and rose petals. Did you hear that, Lala? Hibiscus? Okay, and it says, and rose petals. There's a hint of paradise in every sip of this lush blend. So it's very fruity and it's very good. But what's the best about it is that it has hibiscus and rose petals, which are both beneficial for us, right? So I'll share a few facts about those benefits before we go. So that's what I'm drinking, Tivana, and it is great. And I did put a little bit of Avion in there. That didn't have nothing to do with. That's my recipe tonight. Tivana Avion. Tivana Avion. It's a wind down show. What can I say? Okay, so let's see. These last few before we move on. Tracy says she drink coffee, so tell her what she's won. Tracy, you won coffee from me. I'm gonna give you coffee. What kind of coffee do you drink? Do you have a particular blend? That's my gift to you for because I used your topic tonight, which was cuties. Tell me what kind of what kind of coffee you drink, and I'll get you some coffee. All right, so Lala said, you missed the convo on the kids in school. Yeah, that was good stuff. I'm telling you, we'll get back to that. You will catch me up. Okay. The crafty chick, I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you came. Thank you for coming. Please share the stream. Let me put in here. Tracy has helped me out. And she told me to make sure that I went to Instagram because I was having issues. Sonny, can you hear me really good? You and Millicent on Facebook or on YouTube? Tell me how you logged on, please. And I am putting in this chat the email where you can send info if you like to suggest a topic, a tantrum, or you got some tea to spill in the show. And we will get together again next Wednesday night. Please share the information, please. I'm on YouTube and it's cool. Awesome. So everything, the picture and the sound is good, Millicent? Oh, thank you. Okay, let's see what Corey is saying. Prayers to all the parents and students. Thank you, Corey. I mean that. Thank you very much because I need prayer. I need somebody to pray for me. Serious than a mug. That's what my brother Sonny say. Serious than a mug. This is a stupid. This is what it says. This is a stupid mail. Another reason to go vote. That's true. This would have never happened with an actual leader. Never. Absolutely.